Hi everyone, we are live and we are just having a sound check, and I'm really blessed because it has been a while. I was not doing any CaféDuBien session, probably 10 or 12 days, and I'm back. And I'm just going to check my tech and muting my on some room and allowing my voice to be in other rooms. So here I have my CaféDuBien here, okay.
All right, I'm here.
Yes, and I'm audible here. This is Oli from my room CaféDuBien, and also with Restream that is live on LinkedIn and YouTube. So I was just going to double check if I was well live and audible. And I'm really today to have an amazing guest, Brittany. And before you introduce yourself, I'm going to double check the sound if I'm well audible in YouTube. Dun, 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 dun. I have to take it easy with the technology, so bear with me for 37 seconds, the time to check. And I am licensed my mic, so I don't know if I can plug my mic right and double check now mic. Usually I always put my voice and of course my tab. You cool. In all the cases I am audible and my mic was normally automatically set up. No. Okay, so my mic is now. And now I go to my Go Brunch and I check that my mic. Okay. And okay, no, normally I have my mic ready and well, I can be on camera because we have an amazing guest and you are drinking some coffee. I am also drinking my own cup of coffee. So with chocolate, and my coffee is amazing because it's Italian coffee. And I show you here my amazing coffee machine, and it's amazing. It's amazing because I love so much to pour coffee from this machine to my cup of coffee. And so, welcome, Brittany. Thank you so much for accepting this last minute mission to join my room. And I can also zoom like here so that in the restream we see our both faces like this. Amazing. So, Brittany, how are you feeling first?
Well, it's 10:30 at night, and I've been going at it since 4 a.m. So
Wow.
I'm amazing.
Yes, you are.
I've had 2 naps though.
Hmm. So now I'm really curious because it's not really often that I have a guest with me, and I'm opening the door to any of your shares because normally I'm on my own on my sessions and blah 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 how much I talk, but here you are here, and I'm going to sip my cup of coffee and let you speak. So what are your thoughts when you enter into this space?
Well, I love it. Look at all the flowers. They're beautiful. I like the bar. One of the things that I love about being inside of the Go Brunch space is that you can really make it your own space, right? And so when you come in here, you feel like it's a nice little flowery getaway almost. And there you can tell that there were people hanging out at the bar and that everybody was having a good time because there's still drinks around. You can really, like, when you scroll up and you see the sky with the panda up there, that's a phenomenal space. So it's a really cozy, nice space. I enjoy being here. Thank you for inviting me.
You are welcome. So now is the time that we interact with each other. Normally, this session will be streamed for 30 minutes, and then I will be in my session. So any latecomer, the replay team, as I call them, are welcome to join. And I think I'm going to skip Saturday and Sunday, but each day of the week I'm going to be more committed. But of course, this is not easy because sometimes my body say, like ding ding, repeat, because at 5:30 a.m. it's not easy to wake up. But you know, Jessica is doing it each day with the "We Shall Stand for Love." So I will quote this poem a bit at the end before the closure of my streaming session. But I would like also to, of course, I know who you are, but my audience might not know who amazing you are. So let us know who you are.
I am Brittany. I am an amazing person that's living in Louisiana, but I love Colorado. So I miss home. I miss Colorado, but I'm here in Louisiana and I get to hang out with Ollie all the time because I work from home and I hang out inside of a co-working space that I have built for my business. My goal in life is to help entrepreneurs just rise above all of the things. So I really sit in a space where I can help them do that.
Oh, amazing! And you bring so much juice in your space, the amazing energy, and I hear the keyword "rise above." And I love, by the way, because it was few years ago when I was not yet watching the movie, but I'm loving so much the music and the lyrics from Elton John, and the song is "I'm gonna love me again, check in on my very best friend, rise above the broken rails." I'm gonna love me again. I don't know the lyrics by heart, but find the uh, fi- rise above the broken rule, and something like that. So I'm just lost in the sound, but I'm loving this music because there is also a disco version, and I think when you told rise above, it was clicking on me that I need to have these reminders that I can rise above the broken rails and love me again. So tell us a bit more about what you are doing and what are your superpowers.
Well, what I do is I focus on accountability and tech. So, inside of the business world, when you're building a business, one, you have to be accountable and do the things. But that's really hard sometimes because everybody tells you how it should be done. So, the best way to do it is the way that works best for you. And that's the accountability. You have to align with what works for you, or else you won't get it done. And then once you figure out what works for you, you need to follow that up with how can I get it done easier? So that's where the tech comes in. What support systems do you need? Do you need to delegate it out to somebody because they can do it better and it's just not in your wheelhouse? But really having a full understanding of everything before you delegate it. So that's what I work on. I work on helping them understand the tech, helping them build the systems, and that's where we're at. Currently, I love your Go Brunch space. It's a very, it's zen, it's cafe, it's gorgeous. I am building a skyscraper. So I am building a office building, and my goal is to have everybody that I know running their meetings inside of Go Brunch instead of inside of Zoom. Because who doesn't want to go into an office that reflects who you are? Who wants to be stuck in those dingy little spaces in Zoom? So I'm really looking forward to that. I already have about 12 people renting rooms, and we're looking to just grow and expand that. But the main lobby is my pride and joy, because that's where everybody pops in and out. We run a few meetings there. That way, when people are coming in and out, they can co-work together, but they can also have accountability. So very rarely will you see me behind a closed door unless I'm working one-on-one with a client. And that's one of the great things about being in these spaces, right? Is you get to create it to who you are and what it is that your passion is. So for me, that's really just building and lifting up and working with others and creating a space where we can collaborate.
Exactly, and I want also to acknowledge we have an amazing person listening to our session on LinkedIn that commented, "What a joy to celebrate each other this morning. Let us check in on a friend about ABD. I think it's about, but I'm not sure. Celebrate." And so, thank you so much. I'm not having the tech to go to LinkedIn and to check who amazing you are. So thank you, the person who commented that, because sometimes Restream or StreamYard is not plugging the names correctly. But I'm valuing your presence. That's really CaféDuBien. And now I'm going to give first to celebrate your actions, because what I like in Go Brunch is that I come to know new faces, and I am very curious person. With the Go Brunch functionality, view people online. I can friend people, and then I can see them online. And of course, there are some private office, these kind of things, where I know that this person might have a meeting with another person. But there are spaces that are open, and normally it's signposted with the green flag or the green button to say you are welcome to join. And if there is a private room, either the person is setting as invisible, or not the room are shown, or the rooms are labeled like, oh, it's red. So I know that if it's a red flag or whatever, I'm not going to enter this space because this person might have an appointment with another person. But as you know, I'm really curious, and that's why I met you, because I said, Brittany, I was connecting with her in such event, and then, oh, Brittany have a biz co-working space. Oh, let me check, and then discovering other people from your community like Sarah, um, and others, and that's a blessing. When I come to Go Brunch and I discover a new person, that's like chocolate for me, because I come always to meet known faces like RJ, Peggy, Stacy, Dr. Hermie, Margaret, and others, and then, new people that I'm happy to connect. I'm a human connector. So um, what you would like to tell our audience that you would like your audience to know more about?
Well, I did pull up the LinkedIn. So Judy Ann is who had said that it's a joy to
Ah,
celebrate this morning.
Judy and Green. Yeah.
So Judy Ann, hello Judy Ann, and welcome to the audience. I don't know, Ollie. I just came to hang out with you and do your thing. Sometimes taking a break from business is fun.
Exactly.
So
It's
if you're going to come hang out with the linguist,
oh, arigato gozaimasu. I think the most important is to realize that we are working to earn living. We are living to earn work. Like if we were ultra rich and millionaires, we would probably do less and more meaningful stuff that now. It's because we need to put that on the table and to have an income to be able to live in our house or apartment. And so there are things that we don't like to do, like getting our trash or clean our dishes. But there are things that we love to do. Well, I can also say that I love to clean my dishes, but when they are almost clean, not when they are lying and accumulating on the sink. But that's for another story. But I will say that Café du Bien concept came even before 10 years ago, but it was the realization 10 years ago. And then I coined the term 8 years ago with a friend, Café du Bien. But it was at that time in 2015, I was unemployed for 3 years. And I was thinking, wow, I was sending dozens and hundreds and probably more than 1,000 of applications and having 35 job interviews and nothing. And it was in December 2015. And then I discovered a place. It's a PTPI. It's from US, by the way, but there are chapters all around the world and people to people international. And there was 2 or 3 persons that were co-organizing a coffee meeting, informal, each Thursday morning. And I discovered this place, and I was thinking, wow. And the first thing that I was seeing when I entered into this place was a hug, an old friend that was hugging another old friend that they were not seeing them for a year, I think. And they came to meet them there, and was thinking, what an incredible space. And then this space sadly was not continued after the pandemic, but for 3 to 4 years this space was there, and it kept my mental health. Because as a job searcher that I'm still right now, but I feel a bit like I should be more worried that it's already 4 to 5 years that I'm searching for a job right now, but I'm less worried than in 2015. um, I should be more worried, but I was finding these spaces as mental health refuges, and to see people, and to have a social life. And then at the same time, even 3 to 5 years before, I was meeting another person, but this time it was on Thursday afternoon. And I call this moment also Thursdays with Angel. Angel, the name of my old friend who sadly passed away more than 7 years ago. And it was on Thursdays afternoon. And it's related to the title is related to the book Tuesdays with Maury. I don't know if you know that book from Mitch Albom. And it was the same vibes, meeting a dear friend, having a cup of coffee and some biscuits, and talking about everything. And for me, this kept my mental health afloat. And so in LinkedIn audio came on 22 waking up at 5 a.m. because I was having um, I was at a 5 a.m. club, and I was thinking, why not to instead getting back to bed, why not to continue and to have my audio sessions? And at that time, I was thinking, even if I'm alone on my rooms, I will do that. And guess what? After days and weeks and months, I've been building friendships because what was I was not knowing at that time is that on the audios, um, people can join your room even if they are not registered. They see, oh, Oli is online having an audio event right now. Click join, and then people were joining, and all around the world, not only from US but also from Asia, India, Australia, whatever. And I was having probably 300 or 400 of these audio sessions since 2 years, and it was like almost each and every day, sometimes even twice a day. And so that's the concept of Café Libyen, is to have a place like the. I was really inspired also to do that after I've seen the com writing from RJ. One of the first rooms, the first room I ever was in Go Brunch was with Margaret, because she was organizing her jam after the audio went down, LinkedIn audio. And then the second room I was visiting on Go Brunch, over the thousands of rooms I visited until now, is the RJ com writing, and it has the same vibes as here. That's why I was like, oh, I want the same vibe as RJ, and to have like, oh, come whatever you want. And that's why I'm loving Go Branch also, because they are listening to the community, to the people. For instance, the functionality was not probably 5 or 6 months ago. The fact that you can see that you can friend people, and that you can view people online and meet them in their rooms and discover their business and what they are doing, and that's amazing. So I talk a lot, but this is the story about Café du Bien. It's because there are days that I'm really happy, like whoop, whoop, and days that I'm really feeling down, 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 down. And so cultivation for me, for my mental health. What are your thoughts, Brittany?
I agree completely. When there's, like I said, we have people renting offices and they're renting this space and they actually just go in there to work. Because when you create a space that is your mentality, right? I have Yvette who runs House of Confidence, and her office is a CEO elegant. It is very sleek, very clean. It's a very phenomenal office. So for her, it's the declutter, right? It's not what's around her in her house. It's I'm in my corner office. And when you go to Sarah's with Off the Beaten Path, she has a outdoor library, and she has 5 chairs that all have little monsters and butterflies and lions. And those chairs represent her coloring books, right? So when you're able to create a space, it really becomes a very open space for you.
Yeah,
And it's phenomenal to be a part of that area. So for me, that's what Go Brunch is all about. It's about, and that's why I want to build that skyscraper, right? Because you don't have to have the corner office or the inside office. It's your office. Mine is a purple and blue cabin with a fireplace and a cozy chair. And then I actually have a Star Trek room, where we can just hang out and have drinks. Like I have a bar like yours, but it's Star Trek. Because Forward 10 is, who wouldn't want Whoopi Goldberg's bar in their building?
mhm. Thank you. And what is amazing about Go Brunch is that we can be in multiple rooms at the same time. And I was seeing in your room a newcomer. So, for instance, I am also speaking in your room right now, in my room and in your room at the same time, saying hello, Kavi, and you are welcome. And because Brittany was my guest in my streaming Café Libyen session, and now I can, by instance, share. your room. So I'm streaming right now, and I'm welcoming Kavi, and it's amazing because Go Brunch we can be in multiple space at the same time, and sometimes we have to be tech savvy and to, for instance, mic on mic. But Kavi is yeah, and you can also sit wherever you want in your Go Brunch room. That's amazing. And so I'm now going to release you, if I may say like that, because I want you to be present for Kavi. And thank you so much, Whitney. I'm going to continue and the rest of the night.
Actually in right now. So
Yeah,
I get to sit with other people. So have a great day, Ollie. I'll see you later, okay?
thank you, Whitney. So I'm back in my CaféDuBien space, and we have still 5 to 10 minutes before I am finishing my streaming, and then I will stay in my space. So whenever you want, even if you are on the replay team, you can join my room, which is below on the ticker bar, and you can access it easily through linktree/CaféDuBien, which is linktr.ee/CaféDuBien, CAFEDUBIEN, CAFEDUBIEN. And last but not least, I will say why Café du Bien, because it's a pun in French. It could be translated in English by Co feels good, because Café du Bien, CAFEDUBIEN, Café du Bien, it's coffee feels good, coffee feels good. And normally you have the expression ça fait du bien, which is it feels good. But in that case, it's written differently. It's CA, but the C, CD, because CA with the classic C, it's K, and CA with the CCD, it's SA. And then CA with the CCD, and then space, and then FAIT, fait, like do. It's a verb to do. And then du bien, du space bien. It feels good. And it was like a pun, like ça fait du bien, qu'a fait du bien. That's what is the meaning of this pun. You are always welcome into my room. And what is a blessing about Go Brunch is that I'm going to sip another coffee right now. Mhm. I was saying what is amazing about Go Brunch is that it's open 24/7. 24/7 and 365 days. Um, plus 1 day each 4 years. But it's just to realize that, of course, we are not here live in our spaces 24/7, but our spaces are open 24/7. It means that you can also bring videos, resources, audios, and by instance with RJ, you can bring bots, anything that will promote your business when you are not in the screen right now while I'm here, because else I will be there in my space 24/7, but I am not, because I have clients, I have things to do in my business. This is my space to promote myself. And when I'm not here, you can still join. You can still discover me. You can still book me a call. Like, for instance, here, you can visit my room. There is, I'm going to update my room very soon, but here is the link to my other room, which is Refrench Your Brain, which is my room about languages. And here, right now, we are entering into another Go Brunch room, which is Refrench Your Brain. This is my other room. And then here, you can explore, while I'm not here, you can explore my rooms. and you can explore also videos. Right now, yes, you can see videos like this, for instance. This is
Hello everyone, my name is Oli. Je m'appelle Oli.
and so all the videos are there, and you can also discover other rooms. I need to update that, but it's really amazing that you can, by instance, you can go to my room, discover Oli, and as you know, I love pandas, I love flowers, so this is my other room, and I'm really blessed, and there are a lot of people that are resonating with that, and so you can have the chat. By the way, I don't know what Chris was trying to do that, but you can discover my rooms, discover my videos. These are all videos. I'm going to update it, but it's really amazing what you can do with Go Brunch. This is from February, by instance. This one, if it's loading. Sometimes we have to be patient with technology. This was the session of the 25th February, and about possessive pronouns, by instance. But this is not the aim of this. So I'm getting back to, for instance, you can also. Thank you, Margaret, because you never know. I cut. So sorry for that. And you can also discover all my rooms and come back. My portal, by instance. Join my portal, join my artistry, my spirituality. This is my Go Brunch, by the way. So with that, my friends, I'm going to stay in my CaféDuBien. You can join me anytime there. Thank you, Julian, for your comments. It's really a blessing to see you again and see you each day of the week. Probably I will have a break on Saturdays and Sunday. But this, my friend, is the 23rd edition. Since early September, I get to come back after a few days of not doing this. But we have still 82, 83 days before the end of 2025, my friends. What are your intentions right now? What are your intentions until the end of the year? With that, my friends, I'm going to end this session. See you on Monday for the next Café du Bien edition. Always the same time, 5:30 a.m. in the morning. It's 11:30 the day before EST and 8:30 p.m. the day before in PST. And of course, it's really also relying on my body to wake up on time, because it's right now it's 6 a.m. on the morning on the Friday. But I am really inspired also to quote Jessica and her amazing energy. And by instance, I'm going to really end this session by sharing to you something that is really important for me. And I'm going to try to see if I can see that. Okay, I have it. So right now I'm going to share this to end this session, because it's also for having a shout out to Jessica, who built this room. And I think I'm sharing this, yes. And this is a room dedicated to the life and the work of Dorothy Auger, who sadly passed away, spread her wings near 3 years ago. Right now, it will be the heavenly birthday of passing in few days, I think. And she is a poet, and the story behind that is that on the 22nd of March 2016, there was the Brussels bombing,
Like there was also bombings in London, in Madrid, in many other cities, and in Brussels it was on the 22nd of March of 2016, and she lost a friend, and she was grieving, not knowing first if the friend was alive or not. But then she realized he passed away through the bombings of Brussels in the metro station, and she wrote a poem, and this poem is translated in dozens and dozens of languages. And the poem is, if I can, okay, I need to enter the room, that's why, okay. And then the poem is For Love, and I'm going to quote this poem, and then I'm going to leave this session, but you are free to join anytime in my CaféDuBien space. It's open 24/7, by the way, and I will be there for the next hour or so. So, for love. I shall stand for love, even with a broken soul, even with a heavy heart. I shall stand for love, for the world is wounded. Not just my little piece of land, where I am mostly safe, where I am mostly well, but our world, everywhere, every day. I shall stand for love because we need more light, not more death, not more power, not more bombs. I shall stand for love so that our children are safe, so that our friends are sheltered, so that our borders are open. I shall stand for love, even with a broken soul, even with a heavy heart. I shall stand for love. And Jessica is continuing that days after days, since days, weeks, months, and years, each day at 7 a.m. EST, which is 1 p.m. my time. And I can admit that I'm not there every day of the weekend or the weekend, but I'm doing my best first to be aware, to have the occasion, and it's really incredible community out there. So visit gobrunch.com. There's also the gobrunch.com/tasty menu, where every member of the community is able to share their events. And so, for instance, there are the upcoming events of Go Brunch. Strangely enough, it doesn't show. It's going to show right now. So it's through Luma Calendar, again, an amazing tool, which is equivalent to Meetup or to Eventbrite. And strangely enough, it doesn't show. I have to refresh. But maybe it's the website. So I go to Luma, where you can also discover my calendar, by the way. So here I'm in my Luma, my calendar, and here tasty Go Brunch tasty menu. And what we are having today, we are having a co-working event led by Jessica today, and then the first draft Fridays from RJ proposed like a ninja. I will do my best to attend, but it's not easy. I have plenty of, but then there is also the morning vibes radio from Jessica, and then the Soul Saturday morning also for, and that's incredible. And then on there is also lots of other friends events like the Saturday matinee from Dr. Hermie. Lots of event right there. So with that, my friends, I'm going to go back to my coffee room. Yeah, so I was just going to my YouTube. So thank you so much, my friends, and thank you, Julian. Thank you also the replay team. This is the end of CaféDuBien session on Restream, and you are welcome to go to my Go Brunch room, which is for CaféDuBien. It's linktree/CaféDuBien. So linktr.ee/CaféDuBien without the accent. CafeDuBien, which is, by the way, scrolling below. And then for my Refresh Your Brain, it's each Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 3:30 p.m. EST, which is 9:30 p.m. my time. And I'm going to a shift right now. I'm going to redo my sessions with more intention, with more focus on my craft. So that's my news. Thank you so much, and keep shining, everyone. Have a blessed Friday. And again, thank you, Peggy. Thank you, RJ. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you, Hermie. Thank you, Julian. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you also, Margaret. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Luana. Thank you, everyone in the Go Branch community and everyone in the NeuroLanguage community with Rachel Palling, Patricia, Edward, Margarita, and Georgia, Sinem, and anyone else from the community like Virginia, Elizabeth, and so many. So these are the two communities: the NeuroLanguage network community and the Go Branch community that actually keep me afloat and alive, doing and showing things for the community while I'm still in my body. This is Oli. We are multiple billion cells in a human body, and there are 8.2 billion human bodies living and breathing until now. And of course, as there are cells that are dying and cells that are birthing on Earth, there are also humans that are dying and that are birthing. And living in this world is a challenge. But when we are realizing that we have a community, that we can also set up boundaries to say, you shall not pass for anyone who is trying to turn us. We are human species and we should be united because life is not granted. We can live this world in 40 years or in 4 days or even in 4 minutes. So while we are still in the train, in the physical Earth train, it's an adventure. But at the same time, it's a blessing to be there together. So let us connect together. Let us help us together while we are still breathing. Good night, dear Marcia. Thank you so much for commenting. And thank you, Julian. And thank you, everyone from the replay team. So, as I was telling, I'm always available on my CaféDuBien for the next 30, 60 minutes. It's already 6 a.m. and 11 minutes right now in my time. And thank you so much, my friends. See you not tomorrow because tomorrow is Saturday, but see you each day of the week at 5:30 a.m. my time, which is 11:30 a.m. p.m. EST and 8:30 p.m.